Today we're going to talk about Aramis Tobacco Reserve, a classic. This scent has been around for a very long time and it is my favorite tobacco scent of all time. First, looking at the presentation of this particular scent, a very nice bottle, I would say, classy looking bottle, very old school, no nonsense bottle. It's got a nice cap as well. It's a little bit hard, it fits well. There's nothing fancy about this bottle, but it is so simple yet elegant. I love this bottle. Now, looking at the notes of this particular scent, in the top notes we have clary sage and blackcurrant. In the mid notes there's this tobacco leaf, there is orris and also a nutmeg, and in the base notes we have tonka bean and oak moss. Nice set of notes. Let's spray and see how the scent smells like. Now, this scent has also been the scent of my day. I wore it in the morning at around 10 a.m. It's close to 7 p.m. now. So a good 9 hours since I actually wore this particular fragrance. Let's spray it once again. So very nice spray. A good amount of juice comes out from the sprayer. Now, this scent is beautiful. It's very beautiful. So right at the top, there is a green element to it. The tobacco is very prominent, the tobacco leaf. So when I bought this scent first, I thought that I'm going to get a cigar or a cigarette kind of vibe from it. And if you know what I'm talking about, I was looking for a very harsh note from the tobacco that's going to come. But I was pleasantly surprised because the tobacco here is very, very green. It's very fresh. There's no harshness to it. There's no cigarette smoker smell coming from this particular note. There is a little bit of other green as well. I think it's coming from the clary sage. But I can't pick any blackcurrant from the top notes. It's listed blackcurrant, but I don't get any fruity note from this. But nevertheless, a very beautiful opening. The tobacco leaf is so, like I said, fresh. It's very appealing, at least to me. And slowly what happens is this kind of profile, it slowly evolves and the creaminess comes in. There is orris listed in one of the mid notes. So I think that smell is there after a particular point in time, maybe after half an hour or so. It becomes a little bit creamy, a little bit buttery. I'm attributing that to the orris smell. And the best part of the scent is the dry down. After 1 hour or 1.5 hours, it becomes a very sweet, not sickeningly sweet, but it develops a sweetness along with the tobacco, and that is because of the tonka bean. So the tonka bean kicks in after 1 hour or 1.5 hours, and you get that very vanillic, sweet tobacco smell that is persistent throughout the entire profile. So this reminds me of a very classy gentleman, someone in his late 30s or even 40s or 50s, and well dressed for the occasion as well. So that's the image that is coming from this particular fragrance and the smell. Now, coming to the longevity of this particular scent, I am very, very surprised with this particular scent because of the longevity. Normally, whenever I spray scents on my skin and my clothes, the smell on the skin, it actually disappears after 6 hours or 8 hours. Even the strongest scent, it disappears after 8 hours. But now I'm able to pick up the scent. I sprayed it here in the morning around 9 hours back at 10 a.m. I can still smell the scent over here in this part. So I think longevity wise, it is definitely a beast. I mean, I never expected this scent to last so long, for 9 hours on my skin. And on my clothes, it's still there. So longevity wise, I think great job from Aramis Tobacco Reserve. It's still pushing in the evening, so very good. When it comes to projection, For the first 1 hour, it was very loud. When I wore this in the morning and I went down, people at home were asking, what's that harsh smell coming out? So it was a little bit strong because I sprayed around 6 or 7 sprays, and people around could definitely pick it up. The sillage was also there for the first 1 hour. And for the first 1 hour, I think it projects maybe 2 or 3 feet. Not 3 feet, maybe 1 to 2 feet, but the projection is there. It leaves a trail for the first 1 hour, but after 1 hour, it starts sitting close to yourself. It's not that it becomes a skin scent, but it doesn't push out too much. Maybe half a feet or 1 feet around you, that aura, the scent bubble is there, but it doesn't push out too much, and it's not very loud as well, which is in juxtaposition to the longevity, because for a scent to last so long on a skin, I'd also expect it to project a little bit more loudly, but that's not the case there. And I'm not complaining about it. That's a good thing as well about this. It adds that element of sophistication, longevity, but not being too loud. When people get close to you, they can get whiffs of this. Projection, I would say average, or maybe just a little bit above average, whereas longevity, I would say this is a beast. Coming to the occasions to wear, I think it's a very gentlemanly scent, like I said, and it will make a very good office scent. If you have that kind of a mature personality and you're confident about yourself and confident about carrying the tobacco note, which is very green, the fresh note, then this scent will suit you a lot. It can be a good office scent. It might smell a little bit outdated. Okay, it's not, I would say, modern. There's no modern twist to it. It definitely smells very old school, but in a good way. It's a classic, and there's nothing wrong with being a little bit old school over here in this case. When it comes to the seasons to wear, I think this will work better during the cooler months of the year. During summer, it might be a little bit too thick, or maybe too sweet. If it's too hot, maybe if it's about 35 degrees Celsius, then I wouldn't go for this. But if the temperature range is around 25 degrees Celsius or 30 degrees Celsius, this can definitely work. Or in even cooler temperatures, I think this will shine a little bit better. When it comes to age groups, I think this one will suit people above 30 or maybe above 35, well into the 40s, 50s or 60s. It's a very gentlemanly scent and also a mature scent. I cannot picture anyone below 30 wearing this because of that old school element to it. But having said that, if you're a perfume enthusiast and even starting out in your 20s, there's nothing wrong in buying this. Is this a blind buy? If you like mature scents, if you like the tobacco note, you should definitely check this out. And this can definitely be a blind buy. One, why? Because I bought this for around 2000 rupees, which is maybe around, I would say, $30 or so. So very good value for money for the performance you're getting and also that particular scent profile. So definitely a blind buy if you like classic scents, you like a timeless scent, and you are also you want to try out a fresh tobacco note. I think then definitely this can be a blind buy. If you're just starting off in your fragrance journey, this may not be for you. It's a little bit mature, and you can be a little bit off put by it. Do let me know what you think about this particular scent. Do you have this? Have you tried some of the older batches which people say that the performance is even higher? If so, drop in a comment, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.